Now I'm going to read one of my favorite picture books of all time. It's called Prince and Knight, written by Daniel Hack and illustrated by Stevie Lewis. Let's get started. Once upon a time, in a kingdom far, far from here, lived a charming prince who was handsome and sincere. His parents knew that soon it would be time he took the throne, but with a kingdom so grand, the prince could not rule all alone. So the three of them set out and traveled far and wide on a quest to find the prince a kind and worthy bride. The prince met many ladies, and he made them all swoon, but it was soon clear that he was singing a different tune. "Thank you," he told his parents. "I appreciate that you tried, but I'm looking for something different in a partner by my side." Oh. But while the royals were away, their land faced quite a scare from a dragon fast approaching, breathing fire everywhere. All the villagers ran in fear, even the soldiers hid and fled. "This vicious beast is far too great. We must retreat or we'll be dead." The prince heard the dreadful news, and he raced home with all his might. To protect his precious realm, the prince was ready for a fight. Alas! Before you fear our prince had to face the beast alone, along on horseback came a knight cloaked in armor that brightly shone. The dragon charged upon our heroes, thinking it had already won, but the knight had a bold idea and raised his shield to face the sun. The glare hit the shining metal, blinding the dragon's fiery eye, but it was what the prince did next that really caught it by surprise. The prince had climbed atop the dragon and tied a rope around his neck. He wrapped the cord around the neck and down the body like a thread. The plan had worked. The dragon was caught, its body tied and bound. But the prince up high had lost his grip and was falling to the ground. Oh no, what do you think happened next? Let's read on. The knight below jumped on his horse and they began to race. The prince was caught and free from harm, held in the knight's embrace. Who could it be? "You saved my life, and you saved mine," they said to one another. And in a flash, to each it felt, there simply was no other. The knight took off his helmet to reveal his handsome face. Very handsome. And as they gazed into each other's eyes, their hearts began to race. As the villagers returned, it became clear to those around that the prince's one true love had at last surely been found. Oh. The king and queen had come back too, and were overwhelmed with joy. "We have finally found someone who is perfect for our boy." And on the two men's wedding day, the air filled with cheer and laughter, for the prince and his shining knight would live happily ever after. The end. Did you like that story? Can you see why it's one of my favorites?
Hey beautiful people, my name is Racha and I'm a drag king who's been performing in Edmonton and Camrose for about 2.5 years now. I'm really excited to be here today to read to you as a part of Reading with Royalty with the Camrose Public Library. So first off, I'm going to be reading this wonderful book called Introducing Teddy, a gentle story about gender and friendship. This book is written by Jessica Walton and illustrated by Dougal McPherson, and it is read with permission by Bloomsbury. Wonderful, so I'll begin. Errol and Thomas the Teddy play together every day. They ride their bike in the backyard. They plant vegetables in the garden. They have sandwiches for lunch in the treehouse. And they have tea parties inside when it's raining. One day, Errol woke to find the sun shining through his bedroom window. "Hooray!" he shouted. "Come on, Thomas, let's go to the park and play." Thomas the Teddy didn't feel like playing. "You seem sad today, Thomas," said Errol. "Don't worry, the park will cheer you up." Thomas the Teddy wasn't so sure. "Oh no, even the swing isn't working. What's wrong, Thomas? Talk to me." "If I tell you," said Thomas, "you might not want to be my friend anymore." "I will always be your friend, Thomas." Thomas the Teddy took a deep breath. "I need to be myself, Errol. In my heart, I've always known that I'm a girl Teddy, not a boy Teddy. I wish my name was Tilly, not Thomas." "Is that why you've been so sad?" Errol asked. "I don't care if you're a girl Teddy or a boy Teddy. What matters is that you are my friend. You're the best friend a bear could ask for," said Tilly. "Now that you're feeling better," said Errol, "let's call our friend Ava." "Hi, Avie. Teddy and I are at the park. Do you want to come and play?" "Sure, Errol. Let me just finish building my robot." "Hi, Errol. Hi, Thomas," Ava called out as she sped toward them. "Hi, Ava," said Errol. "Teddy has a new name. Let me introduce you to Tilly." "What a great name," said Ava. "Let's go and play, Tilly." "Wait, I'm just moving my bow tie," said Tilly the Teddy. "I've always wanted a bow instead." "Good for you, Tilly. Wear whatever makes you happy," said Ava. "I think I'll get rid of my bow. I like my hair free." Errol, Ava, and Tilly played all morning until it was time to go home. "See you at our next tea party," Errol said as Ava stepped onto her scooter. "Yes, see you there. I'm bringing a friend," Ava yelled as she sped away. Errol and Tilly the Teddy play together every day. They ride their bike in the background. Errol and Tilly the teddy bear play together every day. They ride their bike in the backyard. They plant vegetables in the garden. They have sandwiches for lunch in the treehouse. And they have tea parties when it's raining. Thank you so much for joining me to read Introducing Teddy. What a lovely story about acceptance and loving each other for who we are.
Next, I'm going to read a story that's new to me, but is quickly becoming a new best for me. The title is Julián is a Mermaid, and it's written and illustrated by Jessica Love. Let's start. This is a boy named Julián, and this is his abuela, and those are some mermaids, just like me. And Julián loves mermaids. Why do you think Julián loves mermaids? What is he doing? Let's read on and find out. It looks like he's caught up in a torrent of wonderful sea life. Here he is, Julián the mermaid. Alas, vámonos, mijo. This is our stop, says his grandmother. And so they say goodbye to the wonderful mermaids on the train. Abuela, did you see the mermaids? I saw them, mijo, says his grandmother. Abuelo, says Julián, I am also a mermaid. I'm going to take a bath, says his abuela. You be good. Have you figured out what abuela means? What does abuela mean? Right, it means grandmother. His grandmother goes to take a bath. Ooh, while his grandmother's in the bath, Julián has an idea. Looks like he's taking some plants and putting it in his hair. What do you think Julián is doing? Oh, he takes the curtain and he makes a wonderful dress. Is that a dress? Or is it a tail? Is he a wonderful mermaid, maybe? Oh, says his abuela. And what does his abuela do as she walks away after her bath? Let's keep reading and find out what happens. Oh, how do you think Julián feels? His abuela says, come here, mijo. What is his grandmother giving him? It's a string of pearls. For me, abuela, says Julián. For you, Julián, says his abuela. And it looks like they're going on a little adventure. Where are we going? Says Julián. You'll see, says abuela. And what do they say? See, mermaids, whispers Julián. It looks like there's some wonderful mermaids here. Like you, mijo. Let's join them, says abuela. It looks like there's a whole parade of people just like Julián. And they join the whole parade full of wonderful sea people. Oh, that's wonderful, isn't it? Oh, and look. Maybe Julián's abuela, maybe his grandmother's also a mermaid. That's so wonderful, isn't it? Sometime, during a normal day out in the sunshine, I also feel like, maybe I'm a mermaid. Are you a mermaid? Maybe.